The starting lineup for the visiting Oklahoma City Thunder. At power forward, Patrick Patterson. At shooting guard, Andre Roberson. At center, Steven Adams. At the other forward position, Paul George. At the other guard position, Russell Westbrook. The head coach of the visiting team is Billy Donovan.
The Thunder is the road team for today's Western Conference matchup. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Two teams tonight that love to get out and run. Brent, talk about some of the keys to being effective in the transition game.
Well, one part about transition, Kevin, is the first couple steps that anybody takes to get out on the break. I mean, there is a skill to running hard in transition and then secondarily getting wide in the lane. So many coaches are yelling at their players about creating space by getting to the sidelines as quickly as possible. Those two things can make you pretty dynamic in the open floor.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Inside, it's Patterson and Adams. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair, and it's George in at the 3 spot. Now here's Durant. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time.
Thompson outside, pass to Curry. Shoots over Adams. Not going to go that time. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Westbrook with a wide open look. Off target from outside.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
And Thompson gets it to go.
Man, this is where KD is so versatile. The defense playing him to shoot. He spots the open man, hits them with the perfect pass.
Oklahoma City gets it back. Westbrook drops one in from the wing.
Mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive and right now stringing some plays together.
Pick by Pachulia. Curry dishes to Thompson. They set the pick. Back to Curry from deep three-point range. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
Love it when Klay Thompson has his head up, always looking to feed the cutter. This time his teammate wide open.
Westbrook, no good.
And no excuse for him not drilling that one there. The defense was nowhere to be found. Maybe could have taken a little more time.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Roberson kicks to Adams. Lets it go from deep. And Paul George with the three.
The awareness of Russell Westbrook to locate the open man and deliver a strike, something he's developing.
Here's Curry. Got it. Good job in the low post. Curry's got 8 points.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And Robertson has it in the corner. That three off the mark.
Well, it's like the defense has a bunch of matchbooks in their hands right now, playing with fire. They were fortunate that somehow he misfired on that one.
Thompson in the corner. Green, the screen. That one wide left.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Now here's Durant. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Thompson passes to Durant. The screen from Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Green with the screen on Westbrook. And the Warriors take on 2 more.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Billy, Donovan and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. He said they've been working much better together at the offensive end. He said, we're functioning as a unit now instead of just individuals. It's something we've worked on every day in practice. We want that flow to continue to develop. We'll see if they can keep that going tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. And guys, how will they go about getting their shooting percentage where coach wants it to be?
Well, what you always see is that a high assist rate leads to a good field goal percentage. So that's essential for unselfish play.
Now, you nailed it, GA. If you don't get good passing out there, you're not going to get great shooting. So that will be a huge determining factor in this one.
Now George, following the miss by Draymond Green from deep. Ring shot on the way. It's good. George has got his second bucket. The Warriors leading. Here's Curry. 8 points for him. He kicks it to Pachulia. Durant with it. George picks him up. Curry wide open. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. And that's now 11 points for Steph Curry.
If you get Steph Curry in catch and shoot opportunities, you just have the feeling he's not going to miss.
Westbrook kicks to Roberson. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Now you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
Curry can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 7. Right side, Westbrook. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
The motor pushing the red line here for Westbrook. He doesn't seem to care whether he's wide open or being blanketed.
Outside Durant, Thompson in the corner. Back to Durant. Picked by Pachulia. Outside, Green. Sinks the three-pointer. Green's got 5 points so far.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Here's the three. Here's George. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too.
Well, when Paul George announced this summer that he intended to leave for the Lakers when the contract ran out, you knew what was coming. Even as a rental possibility, the suitors lined up, and eventually the price was paid, and now George finds himself in a Thunder uniform.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. West comes in for Jaja Pachulia. And it's Iguodala in for Durant. And to many, the Thunder came out of nowhere to land George in that trade.
You know, most thought Cleveland or maybe Boston were the front runners for his services, but the Thunder snuck in and made their team a two-star squad once again. Very interesting to see how far the duo of Westbrook and George can go.
Curry. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Russell Westbrook.
I just like how Steph Curry gets these calls. He anticipates that contact and never really takes too hard a hit.
It's his first trip to the line.
And just a fantastic season a year ago in terms of his free throw shooting, 90% from the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First free throw is good. And a bit of a bittersweet question for you, Brent. We know you spent so many years with the Sonics who eventually were uprooted and became this Thunder team. How badly would you like to see Seattle get a basketball team again?
I think it's the NBA's mission to get back to Seattle, and under Adam Silver, he's asked questions about the return to the Emerald City, and I think it's going to happen, Kevin. If it does, I'd love to be a part of what the organization does up there. I do miss the PNW. That's the Pacific Northwest.
There's a screen by Cantor. Grant with a screen on Curry. Pulls from the top of the key. Jump shot is good. Westbrook's got 6 points.
So off the bounce, Russell's been good, but he's getting better setting up without the ball. He's really improving with his touch on those kind of shots.
Now here's Livingston. Curry kicks to Livingston. Back to Curry from the arc. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. He's got 16.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Passes to Abrinas. He dishes it to George. Screened by Grant for the 3. And it's Westbrook again missing. Warriors leading by 8. The 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
It's pretty simple. I figured it out. He can't miss. Adding to the lead with ease and capitalizing on every opportunity. He can't miss.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Love the way that Sean Livingston goes to work when he's on the floor. He knows exactly what his strengths are and how to run an offense. He can act as a scorer at times and usually does it from that mid-range post area. As a guard, not many three-point shots, but devastating from about 8 feet out.
And with the height that Sean Livingston has, he provides a mismatch for smaller guards. Also can pass right over the top of him. Brett, I got to tell you, he reminds me a bit of how you used to play.
Well, there's no way that I had that kind of post game, Kevin, but it's very nice of you. I appreciate that. Sean does a great job, however, of finding the spots on the floor where he can be most effective. He does not try to do things whenever he's not at that 12 to 16 foot range where he does most of his damage.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Iguodala kicks to Green. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Grant. George with no one around drills the three-pointer. George has got 11 points.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
Livingston dishes to Curry. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists now in this one. There's a screen by Cantor. Here's Kristen. He's covered by Iguodala. There's a screen by Cantor. Here's Kristen. Warriors with the rebound. Goes up on the high post. Livingston, that's good. And the Warriors lead by 13.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Kristen, the pass to Abrinas. There's a screen by Cantor. Here's George. Back to Abrinas. No good on the 3. Warriors leading by 13. Curry kicks to Iguodala. There's a screen. Pass to Curry. This one for 3. No good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Three-pointer. Draymond Green pulls it in. Iguodala outside. Green dishes to Livingston. Golden State moving it around. West kicks to Curry. Drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 25 points in the game.
This guy is just shredding the defense right now. He's hitting any shots he's putting up.
There's a screen by Cantor. The three from George. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now here's Curry. Defense right on him. Livingston passes to Curry. And the wide open shot from Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Curry on the wing. Fires for 3. Thunder with the rebound.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
Now here's Curry. 25 points in the game. Yep, that one goes in there. He's got 27.
Now, he's a heady player. He knows how to get himself going and giving his team a real advantage right now on the offensive end.
Here's Kristen. Looking for his first basket still in this one. There's a screen by Cantor. And Kristen kicks to George. Kept alive. And that's not going to go. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He has been a long-range assassin today. With his work that quarter, his total number of threes is up to 7. Back to the action after this word. And Russell Westbrook, a guy who has faced some criticism, also a guy who is extremely critical of himself.
It's tough, and I'm still learning every night to be able to come out, to know when to score, to know when to pass, to know when to be aggressive, to know when to slow down. It can be tough at times because I want to do so well, and I want my teammates to do so well, and I want to win so bad.
We have to love the competitive attitude, the desire to be great, not just for himself, but for his teammates, too.
And the emphasis on winning. That's why so many people in the league feel that it's just a matter of time before Westbrook puts those finishing touches on his game.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Love the pace they're playing with. Anytime you can get your offense going without the defense setting up, you've got a huge advantage.
So for Oklahoma City right now, on the wings of Abrinas and George. Enes Kanter is out there with Grant. And it's Kristen in at the 1 spot. And the Warriors with possession here. And it's West missing. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot who can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. DA, thank you. So it's the Thunder now, after the Warriors pick up 3. And here's George. 14 points for him. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Man, it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
Young passes to McCaw. Back to Young. Now here's Livingston. He's guarded closely. 5 to shoot. Here's McCaw. Offline with his 3. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Abrinas' shot is off. Warriors leading by 23. Out to the right wing. Now here's Livingston. The pass to McCaw. Picked by West. Lets a floater go. No good from McCaw. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And Brent, something you have to praise Kerr for last season. He did an excellent job of bringing all that talent together and getting them on the same page. Not very easy with star players and big names.
Well, he had to tinker with the rotation a little bit, and then he had to also make sure that guys had confidence in their ability, and Steve was able to do that. The interesting part about all of that, Kevin, is that there were a lot of games that Steve was not there for. And for that kind of leadership, that kind of message, to be sustained in the absence of your head coach, that should tell you all you need to know about just how solid the ground is for the Golden State Warriors.
Thunder trailing by 21.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And yes, it's good.
Assist from
The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Here's West. That shot, no good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Abrinas kicks to Krista. McCaw grabs the miss.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
There's Kristen
Timeout.
following the score by Golden State. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. When a powerful athlete, Brent, like LeBron James, steamrolls his way to the rim, it's so difficult and so much stress on that defense. But who are some of the smaller slashers in the league that can have just as big an effect?
A couple of guys I think about, Kevin, is Otto Porter in Washington, Thad Young in Indiana, and Trevor Ariza in Houston. Although he likes to shoot threes, still a good slasher. Most of these guys, Kevin, play with guys who have the ball a ton. Wall and Beal in Washington, Teague and Paul George. So to be a creative scorer, if you're not shooting threes, you've got to find angles and opportunities as a slasher to put points on the board. Those guys do a pretty good job of it.
That's his first personal foul.
A lot of people look at Russell and think you roll the ball out, and with his athleticism and tenaciousness, he just takes it over. But the guy hits the film room. I mean, he studies up. He wants to know about his opponent. He wants to get better as a performer, get more consistent. So there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes with Russell Westbrook.
Free throw good, Westbrook. And for Westbrook in his watching of film, he isn't looking for what he's doing on the floor. Granny says he's gaining an understanding for everyone else.
I think that kind of approach is pretty heady, don't you, Kevin? The fact that Russell not only wants to improve himself, he wants to have a better understanding of every aspect of the game. That's his decision making. That's where his teammates are finding success on the floor. Defensively, how teams are matching up with him. That's a lot to take in on top of the responsibilities he already has for this Oklahoma City team.
From 13, and Young with the basket on the assist by Durant. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that paints a pretty good picture as to why the lead is as big as it is right now.
Robertson dishes to Westbrook. Westbrook missing again.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
McCaw kicks to Young. Pass to McCaw. Thompson outside. Pachulia inside. Adams on him. And Adams sends it back.
Adams is a decent shot blocker, but relies on his position mostly, that time in the right spot.
Here's Abrinas. Good defensive work there by Young.
Got to get out his compass and just try to find himself right now and get himself going.
And Thompson gets it to go.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
Adams sets the pick for Westbrook. Releases from 15, and the rebound goes to the Warriors.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. The Warriors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Nick Young. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Go back over the history of the Warriors, and something I'm quite familiar with growing up in the Bay Area. The fans of this team really suffered through a lot, now enjoying the golden age of Golden State Warrior basketball.
Curry's checked in for Patrick McCall. And so Young nails them both. And the Warriors, as we all know, were a slumping franchise from the late 70s up until this current run. Only 6 playoff appearances from 1978 to 2012.
Yeah, you don't need to tell me that, Kevin, because I was going to the games growing up as a kid in the Bay Area. But amazing to see that this franchise has found some success, and that they found it in Oakland for the fans who have starved for this kind of play for so long. 40 years between championships, and now the golden era for the Golden State Warriors.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every three-pointer he takes right now.
Yeah, and Steph Curry, you know, maybe not putting up the numbers he did from that impressive MVP campaign, but he is still one of the most feared players in the league on offense. And when he wants to, he can take over a game, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. It's Curry outside. That shot missing. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Abrinas kicks to Roberson. Buries it from 3-point range. Roberson's got 6 points. And with Curry and his ability to put a team away in 1 quarter, Greg, it's absolutely incredible.
I mean, Curry just has that ability to end the game's competitiveness in a short span. What is amazing is he does so much and will often sit out the 4th quarter because of the lead he's helped to build.
Now here's Westbrook following the shot by Kevin Durant. Buries the long-range jumper.
And 2 more 3-point field goals for him here in the 2nd quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Thompson outside, trying to find Durant. He's got it now. Shoots over Patterson. Durant, that's good.
Well, a favorite spot for KD there. He has no trouble converting from mid-range with his feet set or off the bounce.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's Westbrook missing.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
Here's Thompson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
There's a lot of guards in this league that have a difficult time with the size of Klay Thompson. He uses it to his advantage to get those kind of calls.
Klay Thompson.
One thing with Klay Thompson, Brent, when he gets it going, he recognizes it and looks to take over games. You saw it when he led that huge comeback for the Warriors in the 2016 playoffs against the Thunder, and you saw it when he went for 37 points in a quarter.
Gentlemen,
there are just a few players in the league that can do some of the things, especially when they're hot, like Klay Thompson does. I even think back to last year during the finals, Klay Thompson struggling offensively, and then all of a sudden coming up with a huge 1st quarter where he scored 16 points against the Cavs to help get the Warriors going.
Hey, Brent, what's more important, offense or defense? Some guys are great at both.
Well, offense is sometimes what you get paid for, Kevin, but defense is where you need a buy-in. And so to me, it's always the defense and the way that you construct that camaraderie on that end of the floor, that communication on that end of the floor, that's going to make the difference in your season.
Don't you love two-way players, though, guys that play hard at both ends? It's hard to do, but the guys that do it well really stand out.
Well, it's not football, Kevin. There's two sides that you have to play in basketball, and certainly the more equipped that you are to play both, the more playing time you're going to see for a coach. Yeah, tough with his shot so far off right now. They're going to have to tap someone else to step up until he finds it.
Here's Roberson. 9 points in the game so far. Kicks it to Westbrook. Back to Robertson. There's the triple. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game. Feeds to Durant. Back to Curry. Dishes to Pachulia. The shot off that time. Adams, some nice D. Difficult situation for Oklahoma City. Outside Westbrook. From downtown, Abrinas' shot is off.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't figure out what's wrong, but he keeps trying to push through.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Westbrook against Curry. Shoots over Curry, and Westbrook gets it to go. Westbrook's got 10.
Well, he's got no problem getting to that spot on the floor. Westbrook now looks more confident in those kind of results.
To the middle, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Roberson. He's got 12. Outside Westbrook. Back to Robertson. 4 on the clock. The three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, a little surprised he missed that one so badly. The defense was nowhere to be found.
Stolen by Westbrook. The three ball. It's rebounded by Golden State. Curry's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Elbow. 2.
There are a lot of great superstars in the NBA, Brent, but when you're talking about the most dangerous scorer in the league, I still think you've got to include Steph Curry in that conversation. He just does things that nobody else can do.
Well, nobody else in the league can do, and really nobody else in the history of the league has done. You think about Steph Curry in transition, pulling up from 30 feet, and we really don't even bat an eye, and we expected the balls going in every time. What a transcendent player.
And he makes the first.
And Clay's such a great two-way player, a tremendous shooter, with a good job playing perimeter guys, both point guards and 2 guards for his position.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. And then for Oklahoma City, Enes Kanter's checked in for Patterson. And Georgia subbed in for Alex Abrinas. And so Thompson nails both of them. Greg, you watch the Thunder play, and it's clear that this team comes out looking to attack. Everyone on the team wants to put it on the floor and go right at the rim.
And part of that is their leader, Westbrook, just setting the tone. I mean, team finished near the top in points in the paint last season, and the addition of Paul George just helps to enforce that strength.
Golden State's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Curry kicks to Thompson. Green, the screen. The tray for 3, Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's 7 points for Kevin Durant.
KD defines efficient catch-and-shoot players. Perfectly timed there. Great rhythm off the pass.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook, and the shot is long.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now George, 14 points for him. And Robertson has it in the corner. Here's Kanter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Cantor is a monster on the offensive glass.
Curry passes to Iguodala. At the elbow, Green. There's the screen. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Green. That's 10 points for Kevin Durant.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Westbrook with it. Jacks up a three. The second chance effort. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been very effective in locking down. It's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. Thompson and Durant, the sharpshooters at the 2 and the 3. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's Westbrook after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Westbrook kicks to Patterson. Fires the 3. Robertson can't hit. Warriors shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. It's hauled in by George. Oklahoma City shooting 28%. A rocky performance for them offensively. Robertson can't hit. Left side Curry lets the 3 fly. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Westbrook dishes to George. And Robertson has it in the corner. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Curry passes to Pachulia. Golden State moving it around. Durant against George. The baseline J. It doesn't go for him. The Thunder have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Westbrook kicks to Robertson. Oklahoma City keeping it alive with the new 24-second shot clock.
An extremely fluid athlete with sneaky explosiveness. It's a wonder Durant doesn't block more shots.
Curry's shot is off. Oklahoma City's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Westbrook. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Westbrook's got 12.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
The dish to Thompson. The 9-foot shot. And there it is for him.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought without any individual agendas.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Now here's Curry. 33 points for him over Westbrook. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Westbrook's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. George, that's a 2-pointer. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. 16 points for Paul George.
And George just has that extra gear. Well, once he kicks into it, he is nearly impossible to stop.
And there's another one for the Thunder. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Curry kicks to Thompson. He feeds it to Durant. Back to Thompson. Knocks down the 3-ball. Thompson's got 7 points for the quarter.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
Westbrook kicks to Adams. To the wing on the left. There's the feed to Robertson. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. He's got 15. And Brent, when you hear Donovan on the sideline or in the huddle, it's clear how big a motivator he can be for his team. He certainly gets the most out of his players from the stars to the end of the bench.
One thing that Billy Donovan did in the early part of taking the job with the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I remember it well, Kevin, I went to the UCLA campus where Billy Donovan had invited most of the roster for the Oklahoma City team, and he started to establish that trust in the off-season, being there for workouts, understanding the personalities of his team, and getting to know his guys. All of those things have reaped some incredible rewards in the early part of Billy Donovan's coaching career.
Thompson dishes to Durant. To the paint. Here's Pachulia. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, Pachulia's a big guy, and when he's near the rim, that's where big guys score.
And here's George. He's got 20. Patterson offline with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Now here's Westbrook. 12 points for him. No good with the wing jumper.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Here's Thompson. Second shot opportunity. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
This team needs a physical presence out there. That's exactly what Pachulia gives them.
When a team signs Pachulia, they're getting a solid center, Brent, but they're also getting an enforcer for their team.
Well, there are a lot of players in the NBA, Kevin, at the center position who are unwilling to accept maybe what the modern-day center has to do, especially a guy that doesn't have a tremendous amount of skill. That is set screens, go out and rebound, and be an enforcer. That's exactly what Pachulia provided for the Warriors in his first year.
And the first one drops.
And the veteran Pachulia is a physical presence, a guy you hate playing against, but someone you love if he's on your team.
Different look here for the Warriors. West is checked in for Green. Young comes in for Kevin Durant. McCaw, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And then for Oklahoma City, Grant comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Chris Dunn's subbed in for Andre Robertson. And Pachulia drops them both. And the Warriors do a lot of things at a high level, but perhaps the most pleasing to the eye is their ball movement, Brent. The entire roster is unselfish, and they love to make that extra pass.
Well, you think about how much they are divergent from what the NBA has always been known for. Pick and roll basketball, isolation plays, driving to the basket. They actually are dead last in a lot of those categories and end up moving the ball, moving themselves, and finding tremendous shots for each and every individual that's on the floor. Think about last year alone, Kevin, averaging 30 assists a game. That's some beautiful basketball.
The Thunder have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Westbrook passes to George. A 3-ball. Westbrook missing again.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Livingston with it. Westbrook picks him up. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got 8 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Grant. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Right side, George. From past the arc. Up again, and George able to finish.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Here's McCall, picked by West. Livingston kicks it to West, shoots over Grant. West can't hit.
Perfect defense. Contesting without fouling, exactly what you want to do, especially deep into the paint.
George with the ball, and Young picks him up defensively. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Now the power of Steven Adams, able to finish through contact, plus he's rewarded with the trip now to the free throw line.
The Thunder shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Pachulia. Cantor checked in for Oklahoma City. Alex Abrinas comes in for Russell Westbrook. And that one misses.
And Paul George kind of made it known of his desire to leave for LA after this season, but big risk for the Thunder to make that move and trade for him.
Now here's Iguodala. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And for Paul George, who knows what the future holds for him, but Greg, he is a great fit, it would seem, for the Thunder.
Listen, you give the Thunder another star to pair with Westbrook, and they're taking a leap of faith here with George.
One shot, mind the lanes.
The free throw drops for Iguodala. Brent, when you were playing in Seattle, those were the best assist years, statistically, of your career. What led you to become such a catalyst for that offense?
Well, it was interesting just as I finally got an opportunity to start to play with the basketball as a two-guard a little bit more in Seattle, trying to play a little bit more up-tempo. And again, I'll mention opportunities because of Gary Payton getting double-teamed. It opened up situations for me, Kevin, where I could be a bit more creative as the off guard.
And you love that, didn't you?
I love playing that way. I wish I had more years of doing that, kind of the run-and-gun style that Phoenix employed for most of the mid-2000s with that 7 seconds or less. I could have been agreeable with that.
Young against Grant, and Young kicks to Iguodala. Passes to McCaw. Golden State moving it around. Now here's Livingston. He's tightly guarded.
And he's clearly been the best rebounder on the floor today.
His rebound total now in the double digits. Been an animal all night long.
Grant, that's good.
Wow, Jeremy Grant continuing to work on his game, stretching it out to the three-point line.
Livingston kicks to McCaw. He dishes it to Livingston. Pass to McCaw, beyond the arc. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. McCaw has got 6.
Oh, a little punch, counter-punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
The offensive rebound. Adams' shot is good.
Well, you have to put at least one body on Adams, maybe two. With his size and relentlessness, he'll light you up on the offensive glass.
Here's McCall. 6 points for him. They set the pick. He kicks to Young. Now here's Iguodala. Shot clock at 5. McCaw, the pass to Young. And another 3 for Golden State.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
Oklahoma City shooting the ball around 43% from the floor so far in the third quarter. And the pass to Kristen. And Adams now top of the key. Shot clock at 5. Takes a 3. Abrinas' shot is off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
McCaw with the bucket.
Not a single point in the first quarter, but he's found his game, and you can tell he's got a bit of his swagger back.
1:41 left to play in the third. And the call will be against Patrick McCaw. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Here's Kristen, screened by Adams. Abrinas.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
Snatched up. West swiped away. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. From 12 feet out. Not enough on that one as it misses. Warriors shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Steven Adams picks one up.
Shooting for Golden State, Patrick McCaw. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
This OKC team is one of the best in the league when it comes to getting themselves to the free throw line, and a lot of that comes with the sheer force of Russell Westbrook, who draws a ton of fouls. But there's a few other crafty players who can get to work on the inside and find their way to the free throw line.
Good on both. The Thunder, a strong team at getting points off free throws, Brent. It helps having Cantor, who's also good at drawing fouls.
Well, we see how much a team can have success just stealing easy points from the free throw line. So most teams that are near the top in terms of finding free throw attempts per game find their way into postseason play. The Thunder have set that trend. Westbrook's aggressiveness, Cantor on the inside, and Adams playing aggressive around the rim.
Now here's Livingston. He's got 8. West setting the pick for Young. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Puts it up from 12. And David West, the bucket on the assist from Young. West has got his first points of the game.
And West, a knockdown mid-range shooter. You just assume it's going in whenever it leaves his hands.
Pass to Cantor. Over Livingston. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got 6 points.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
McCaw. And another 3 for Golden State.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
And Adams kicks to Abrinas. Feeds it to Cantor. Grant outside for 3. That one misses. And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Great start, fellas. Clay, your cutting is awesome. The movement without the ball is brilliant. Great stuff.
Good to hear that complimenting the motion. Steve Kerr likes this offense and how it's running right now.
And when the players and the ball never seem to stop, it really prevents a defense from getting set and digging in.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. So for Oklahoma City right now, Kristen out there with Felton. Then it's Ennis Cantor. Then there's Grant, and it's Eustace in at the 4 spot.
Well, not explosive. Cantor shows some mobility right there on the pick and roll.
Young from outside. The shot's good on the assist by West.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Yeah, no question. It looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
Here's Grant after the Warriors pick up 3. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
That's a lot of hard work in the offseason for Jeremy Grant to become better at the mid-range, finding some footing there.
Lets it fly from 18. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Kristen. Pass to Eustace. Over West. Eustace can't get it to go. Young against Grant. And Young kicks to Livingston. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Christian can't get it to go. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And it's West in the corner, kicks to Livingston. Pass to McCaw. This one for 3. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And Kristen kicks to Felton. There's a screen by Cantor. The pass to Kristen from outside the arc. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
I think the D is just fine with those kind of shot attempts coming from him there because he's not hitting anything right now.
Livingston kicks it to West. McGee a screen. Golden State moving the ball around. Dishes it to West. Shoots over Cantor. Again, Golden State. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Takes the 13-footer. Rebounded by McGee. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Young. From down in the low post, it goes. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
Now here's Cantor. Back to Felton. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Golden State.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And Young kicks to Livingston. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Shooting for Golden State. Sean Livingston. He has 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, after nearly being out of the league, Livingston has found an incredible role, a true warrior.
Pachulia, he's checked in for Golden State. Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. He hits both from the stripe.
And when you watch the Warriors, one thing that just jumps out is their passing. Everyone on this team, they allow the ball to dictate where it goes. Just unselfish to a fault.
Now here's Collison. Here's Kristen. Hits it from 3-point range.
After not having a 3 during the first half, he's made 2 now this second half, and he looks hungry for more.
McCaw kicks it to West. And the layup's good off the glass. West has got 4 points in the quarter. And the Warriors last year averaging right around 30 assists a game as a team. Greg, just a huge number, and they led the league in that regard by a wide margin.
Yeah, the passing they do is what they purpose as well. And I really feel like they have the highest collective basketball IQ in the game. I mean, they get a lot of free points off backdoor cuts or leak outs, and that's all because of their ball movement and awareness as a group.
Now, here is Young. The dish to Pachulia. Livingston kicks to McCaw. No good on the triple.
Yeah, even though he's been off, the team's still winning, so the hope is that he's going to get going.
Here's Kristen. He's covered by Livingston. Pass to Kristen from deep. The shot misses, so Golden State will take it the other way. Lets it fly from 18. Thunder with the rebound. Grant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Passes it to Kristen. Back to Felton. Pass to Eustis from deep. The Thunder with another miss. And here's Golden State. They're on a 14-5 run. And Young kicks to Livingston. Here's McCaw. The shot's good on the assist by West. West has got 3 assists now in this one.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Here's Kristen. Collison dishes to Felton. And there's the pass to Kristen. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
Thunder ball.
So it's the Thunder now. Grant outside. There's the pick. And here's Felton from the arc. It's rebounded by Livingston.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
High post, Pachulia. And Young, here we go. Back to Pachulia. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Kristen, the pass to Collison. He feeds it to Grant. Collison with a screen on Young. Shot clock at 6. And here's Felton from the arc. Felton can't get that one to fall.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
McCaw kicks to Livingston. There's the pick. To the paint. Pass to McCaw. Launches a 3. He can't get that one. So the Thunder will take it the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Felton. He's guarded closely. Can't connect from short range.
Credit the defense, wisely avoiding fouling the shooter. Don't want to give up a personal there. And he made him attempt a difficult layup.
Here's Kristen, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, certainly an attitude change at halftime after sort of wandering around in the first. He's kicked it into gear here for the second frame.
Now here's Livingston. Tries from 16. It's hauled in by Collison.
Somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
Here's the screen. No one near Felton as he lets it go. Nailed from three-point land.
The defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
Back to Livingston. And there's the feed to Pachulia. He dishes it to Young. Looking for Pachulia. He gets it there. That one goes in. Pachulia's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A huge mistake, letting him establish that kind of position down low.
Yeah, defense 101. Don't let him get that deep, and this speaks to the lack of effort right there. No better way to frustrate your coach.
Now here's Grant. Stolen away. And it's the Warriors on the break. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
He really takes off, just never looks back.
Yeah, by the time anyone even thinks of chasing him, he's gone.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. And the Thunder with the possession here. The Warriors making the shot. It's stolen by Livingston. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Now, speed in transition, Livingston beat everybody down the court.
Oklahoma City shooting in the 4th quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. There's the screen. And Kristen kicks to Collison. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Well, for the Thunder last season, the first one in the AD era, that stands for after Durant, you can imagine just how devastating his departure was for the fans of the franchise. But I think Sam Presti, as the general manager, prepared themselves for Kevin Durant leaving and for Russell Westbrook to assume the reins of the team.
And that one falls for Collison. And with OKC, as long as this team has been in this city, they have known success as a franchise.
Part of the fear that losing KD in free agency was that the success was going to go with them. But on the shoulders of Russell Westbrook having an historic NBA season, averaging a triple-double, Billy Donovan got these guys to play pretty hard, ended up being in the playoffs, and now have young guys that maybe could show some potential to maintain the level of success this fan base is used to.
Now here's Livingston after Enes Kanter's miss. Picked by Pachulia. Now Livingston passes it to McCaw. Just 5 to shoot. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got his 9th assist in the game now.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
Here's Livingston after Enes Kanter's basket. Picked by West. 3-pointer. And it's West again missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Grant against Young. Grant outside. Kanter sets the pick for Grant. David West grabs the miss. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender. And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans, they've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
Kanter sets the pick for Grant. Over Young. Can't hit from 12. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Clay, what is the key to the way you played tonight?
You know, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job of finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
And they found the shooter, and he shot. Thanks, Clay. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.